Let's hit the field.
All right.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
Today is Saturday, June 22nd, and the Yankees were taking on the Braves under the lights in the Bronx. Aaron Judge went deep, and Marcus Stroman was on the mound trying to stop the Yankees' losing streak. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is NYY Recaps.
Welcome to Yankee Stadium.
Just when they thought I was out, they pull me back, kid.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to the Victory Hat. Been a while. Shout out to Terrence, who was at the game and sent the B-roll footage of Yankee Stadium that you saw in the intro. I don't know about you guys, but my mood directly correlates with how well the Yankees are playing. And recently, I have not been in a good mood. For about 10 days or so, I have been an absolute nightmare to be around. But this is after about 2.5 months of me being absolutely delightful to be around. So my mood swings with the Yankees, and I feel like a lot of the times the community's mood swings with the Yankees too. And tonight, you got a taste of that if you were watching the Fox broadcast, because there was a fan who was absolutely lighting up Aaron Boone with F-bomb after F-bomb after F-bomb. And the Fox mic, the field mic, picked it all up. They got every word. It was hilarious. It went on for like 3 innings until either that guy got tired, ejected, or Fox turned off that microphone. But it was hilarious. And I needed the laugh. I really did. After the way the Yankees have been playing lately. It seems as if there's been a hint of pessimism on this channel lately. Not just you guys, but me. The last week or so have been different from the usual slump. It's been red flag after red flag after red flag. We've had some injuries. A lot of the Yankees' problems have come against good teams that we want to beat, so it's been a letdown. Teams that they could see in the postseason. So it's concerning. Of course it's concerning. But it hasn't just been that they've been losing. It's been the way they've been losing. Getting embarrassed, getting dominated, falling way behind early. The Yankees have a good team. At least their core is very good. Judge, Soto, Cole, Volpe, Verdugo. There are clear things that are needs for this team. We're not getting a lot of production out of third base, although Oswaldo had a good night tonight. I think they expected John Birdie to be a bigger factor, but unfortunately he's been hurt. We'll talk about him in a minute. The bullpen has been up and down. I'd say they've been average at best. And both Aaron Judge and Juan Soto have had injury scares in recent weeks. Tonight we lost Giancarlo Stanton. We also recently lost our insurance policies in Jason Dominguez and Everson Pereira. Dominguez out for 8 weeks with an oblique strain. Pereira out for the season with Tommy John. So I think in general, things have been pretty stressful for Yankees fans despite the overall record. We've seen this before. We got off to a great start in 2022 and pissed it away. And I feel like there's a lot of anxiety over that. We keep getting comments also like, don't panic. I don't think anyone is panicked. I think that you can't blame fans for having a sense of urgency to want to push through that midseason barrier that we hit a couple of years ago. And to address deficiencies on the team that are easily observable. But a good night for the Yankees tonight. Judge blasted home run number 28. He is, playing pretty well since the hand injury. 2 home runs already since the hand injury. I noticed he was wearing the big protective pad on his hand tonight like Ohtani wears. All I have to say about that is good. Because if he can hit home runs in bubble wrap, that's exactly what I want him to do. He is too important. Marcus Stroman had a nice bounce back outing tonight. Exactly what we needed him to do. Not only for his own confidence, but he needed to help the bullpen. He needed to reset the mood. And he did that. However, was not all, sunshine and rainbows. Giancarlo Stanton came out of the game after scoring on a double. He winced, kind of pulled up lame. Trent Grisham went into the lineup for him. Yankees said that it's left hamstring tightness. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not going to make any predictions, but usually with Giancarlo Stanton, when he has a leg injury, it ends up being some kind of a strain or a pull. It's hardly ever day-to-day stuff, right? So if I were a gambling man, I would say he's probably headed to the injured list. And when he goes to the injured list, it's almost always 2 weeks of being shut down with no running and then 2 weeks of ramping back up baseball activities. So I think we'll probably see him after the All-Star break. That would be my guess. John Birdie, we had a lot of questions about him in recent days. The speedy third baseman that the Yankees picked up in spring training, who was doing a nice job hitting for contact, stealing bags, playing good D. But he's had multiple injuries this year. I reached out to Max Goodman before the game, and I asked him if he'd heard anything, and this is what he said. I asked about him yesterday, just starting to walk like normal again, several weeks from a rehab assignment at latest. So probably, July, August at least. So, don't count on any help there. The dog days of August are always tough, but the Yankees could be getting back Schmidt, Birdie, Rizzo, potentially Dominguez if they need an outfielder in August. So there's that. But for the next several weeks, they're going to be thin a little bit, and it's going to be up to Aaron Boone to figure out, who the third baseman should be. Still no extra base hits for DJ LeMahieu. Oswaldo Cabrera was in there tonight. He had a multi-hit game, multi-RBI game. From what we've seen from Ben Rice so far, including his defense tonight, his defense was great tonight. I think we're going to be okay at first base. I really do. But, Yanks are going to be a little bit thin. Some guys are going to have to step up. I wanted to give a quick shout out to Spencer Jones, who had a good April, 320 with a 922 OPS, but a very tough May. He hit 170 with 1 home run in May, but he has bounced back very nicely through the first 3 weeks of June, hitting 288 with a 361 on-base percentage, 840 OPS, 3 home runs, and 17 ribbies this month. We've seen a few of the Yankees take this trajectory where they get to Double-A, they struggle a little bit, and then around midseason, they really start to spike up. Same thing happened with Volpe. Same thing happened with Oswald Peraza. Same thing happened with Jason Dominguez. That's a tough league. Making that jump to Double-A is very tough. But so far on the season, hitting 242 and climbing. He's got 6 home runs, 33 ribbies, 17 stolen bases, 706 OPS. So overall, the numbers are not amazing. Work in progress, but moving in the right direction, in my opinion. Also, reminder to like and subscribe. When the night began, we were at 39,986 subscribers, so we're going to hit 40,000 by tomorrow if you do your part and subscribe. And once we do, we have 2 tickets to give away for the September 25th game against the Baltimore Orioles, and they are in prime home run territory. So smash the subscribe button, let's grow the channel, and let's recap.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
Robert Ryan says, is there any chance of Jones coming up with the Stanton injury? And he puts injury in quotes. I think Stanton really is injured. You could see him grimace. I don't think he's that good of an actor. At least he hasn't been in many commercials in the last few years since he started, having all these leg problems. Kind of lost some of his star factor. However, I don't think that they're going to call up Jones. I think they want to let Jones kind of, tackle Double-A and really conquer that level before they give him a taste of Triple-A for a second, and then they'll probably get him up to the major leagues. I wouldn't even count on him being up this year. It's possible, but I think next year out of spring training is when I would look for him to make the team. I think he's going to compete for a job, and we'll see how it works out. But Ben Rice made a very nice defensive play, top of the first inning. We haven't seen him tested very much over there yet. Tonight was the first time. I'm very invested in how he performs defensively because he's got a chance next year to make the team, to be the Yankees starting first baseman. Hell, this season if Rizzo comes back and can't get it done when he returns. So if he plays well and shows he can play well on both sides of the ball, and he swung the bat okay, he's had very patient at bats, and tonight he looked good on defense. He's got a chance to take over that job, to Wally Pipp Anthony Rizzo, so to speak. Braves jumped out to an early lead on a home run by Marcell Ozuna, and my eyes rolled so far back I could see my cerebellum. I was just like, oh, not again. But the Yankees answered right back in the bottom half.
It's another home run for Judd. All right. Here comes the Judd.
28th home run of the season for Aaron Judge, one more than he had on this date in 2022 when he hit 62 home runs. A 2-run shot, 24th home run in the last 50 games. That's basically like an 80 home run pace. That's 2 home runs since being hit on the hand, so I think it's fair to say his hand feels okay, and he's going to not really, suffer any long-term effects from that hit by pitch. That was a very scary moment. Another very nice play by Ben Rice in the 3rd inning to help out Stroman. Started a 3-3 double play, 3-3-6 double play, excuse me. Chopper down the line. He kind of went out and got it, stabbed it, stepped on first, and then made a nice, accurate throw to second base, which is not an easy throw because he's trying to get it over the runner who's going into second base, and it's very easy to skip that ball off the runner and into left field. So nice job by the rookie there. Yankees loaded the bases in the bottom half, but Judge bounced into a double play, got another RBI, but the Yankees probably wish they could have gotten more that inning. They had a couple of loaded bases opportunities tonight that they didn't really cash in on. In the bottom of the 4th inning, Stanton smoked one off the center field wall for a double. That gave him a 10-game hitting streak. Nice job for Big G. He came in to score on a double by Gleyber Torres into the left field corner. Torres rocking high socks tonight. But Stanton, I noticed, was slower rounding third than usual, and that's already slow. It was like when that chick is trying to run up the stairs in Nightmare on Elm Street, and she's just running in goo like Freddy turns the stairs to goo. That's what it looked like. And on the slow-mo replay, you could see that he was grimacing. Yankees announced later that it was a hamstring injury. That would have been the Martian's music, but he is not coming to the dance because of that oblique injury out till at least August. Yankees announced after he left the game that it was left hamstring tightness. Hamstring for him, like I mentioned, usually 2 weeks rest and then 2 weeks of building back up. Be interesting to see what happens if the Yankees choose to rotate the DH spot. That's probably what they'll do. Or if they choose to go somewhere else. With both Dominguez and Everson Pereira out, one guy that's on the 40-man roster who can mash is Agustin Ramirez. He was crushing at AA. We talked about him last week. He hit .289 with 16 home runs and 49 ribbies in AA, 942 OPS. He just got promoted to AAA, and he's 1 for 9. Small sample size, but he's already on the 40-man roster, and we already know he can mash, and he's a big right-handed hitter. So, we'll see. I've heard the bat is major league ready, so don't be shocked if the Yankees decide to inject some lumber into the lineup and inject some youth and energy into the team. Also, should note, Ramirez got removed early from the game tonight in Scranton, but Scranton was losing by 18 runs at the time. So, glad to hear they're playing well. Another thing that they might consider is just putting Grisham in center field and then putting Soto at DH to rest that arm, keep him from making any throws, and just let him focus on hitting for a while. Or maybe trade off time with Judge and Soto in right field and DH. That way you basically keep one of them, a day off every other day. You keep both of them fresh throughout the entire summer, the hottest part of the summer. So it'd be interesting to see what happens. Grisham also went deep tonight.
There it goes. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone.
Opposite field shot. Oppo Boppo. Aaron Boone got tossed for arguing balls and strikes. Oswaldo Cabrera had a good night. Stroman was done after 6 2/3 innings. He gave up a 2-run home run after Boone got ejected, but a really good night for Stroman. 6 2/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Picks up his 7th win on the season. He is now 7-3. ERA is a very respectable 3.15, 91 1/3 innings, 67 strikeouts, 40 walks, and thank God that Blake Snell turned down that Yankee contract, because Stroman has had a hell of a year. He probably walks more guys than he would like, but because he throws so many ground balls, he's able to turn them into double plays. So that's big. Mad respect to Marcus Stroman tonight, giving the Yankees distance, pitching into the 7th, and letting the bullpen kind of catch their breath, and basically changing the overall mood in the ballpark. Settling into that number 3 role, basically, and doing a nice job. Nice job by Luke Weaver in the 8th inning. Just bringing the cheddar, high cheddar, looking good. Reminds me more and more of Chad Green all the time. And Phil Bickford came in for the 9th and slammed the door. And the Yankees snapped their losing streak.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win. You're a winner.
We got a few super chats here. Mark Stenru says it's a long season of ups and downs. Lots of good stuff tonight from the Yankees. I agree on both counts. Yankees did show some heart tonight. Michael Rubio likes the hat, says I look good in it. This is the victory hat. You can get them on Amazon for about $10. I think I have about 6 of them. I use them for decoration, and I sweat through them. I sweat a lot when I'm doing this show because lights are bright and I'm talking fast, and a lot of times I'm wearing a hoodie, and so they get kind of gross on the inside. So I keep having to switch them out, but they look good. And 4th of July is coming up. Zuzu Boy 1225 says trade for Miggy 2 bags for DH / infielder Luis Renifo. Miggy obviously tearing it up with Oakland. I don't really know much about Renifo, but I'll look into him. So appreciate the super chats there. Albert Jr. says subscribe. And we are closing in on 40,000. But first, we got to give out the belt. Tonight was semi-tough. Judge had a good night, 3 RBIs. Cabrera had a good night, 2 for 4 with a couple of ribbies. Soto walked 3 times. Bullpen did good. Weaver, I really debated Weaver because he was outstanding. But ultimately, we go with the starting pitcher, Marcus Stroman. All right. Do a quick check on the subscriber count as we approach 40,000. I haven't decided how we're going to do the giveaway. I want to look and see if there's some kind of an app or whatever. We are 5 away. We might get there before the show is over. We are up to 39,995. Road to 40K. Stroman's second belt of the season. You guys want to take a look at the belt leaderboard? We haven't looked at it in a while, I feel like. So let's go ahead and pull that up. So we got Soto atop with 10. We got Luis Gil with 7. Aaron Judge with 6, which is amazing to me given how hot he was for about 2 months. But, everybody was contributing. We were getting so many great starts from the starters. We got 4 from Cabrera, 5 from Rodon, 3 for Rizzo, 2 for Volpe, 2 for Stanton, Schmidt, Grisham, Verdugo, and now Stroman, and several others, including Yu Darvish, tied with 1. All right. So Douglas Rouse says he'd be okay with Josh Bell if Stanton is going to be out for a while. Not a great first baseman defensively, but in terms of hitting, he's a switch hitter. He's got some power. He's put up some big numbers in the past. He could be an option. Yankees are probably going to be making some calls if Stanton's going to be out for a while. Richard C. says, well-deserved for Stroman on the belt. The bullpen needed this. They absolutely needed this rest, 100%. 2 belts for Stroman. Lance Link says, why no love for Verdugo? I love Verdugo. Verdugo was 0 for 3 tonight. I don't know what we're supposed to love about him tonight, but we love on him when he's great. He made a great catch against the Orioles the other night in dead center field where he slammed into the wall. But anyway, Alan Evangelista says, bullpen just got reinforced. Shreve is back. Is that breaking news? Chasing Shreve? And we're going to go ahead and pull up some a refresh. We are at 39,999. I tell you what, we're closing in on it. All right, so here's what we're going to do, just for the 40,000 update. So I've got 2 tickets to the Wednesday, September 25th. I think it's Wednesday, but it's definitely September 25th game against the Orioles. Right field bleachers, just above the grandstand. So prime Juan Soto or good Aaron Judge shot territory, possibly the Martian, possibly Ben Rice, maybe Rizzo. It's prime home run territory for a game in which the Yankees could possibly clinch the American League East. And we just hit 40,000 subscribers. Congrats to you guys for...
Ball game over.
I hit the wrong button. We screwed it up. Yeah! 40,000 live. All right, so here's what we're going to do. I am going to take some comments here. I am wearing a Yankees jersey, right? Okay? Wearing a Yankees jersey. First person to guess whose number and name are on the back of this jersey will win the 2 tickets. Okay? Now, the way we're going to settle this is that we're going to go till the end of the stream. I'm going to give my final thoughts, and we're going to talk for a while. And once I see it, we will go ahead and do the giveaway. And then you can just contact me at you can actually message me on Twitter, or go ahead and, let's see, you can actually leave your email in the chat, however you want to do it, whoever gets it. And then I'll contact you with it. But I'll make sure we work it out so you get the tickets. This Yankee, whose jersey I am wearing, played for the Yankees between 2010 and 2020. That's a hint. And he was a right-handed hitter who had good power. So first person to guess the name will get the tickets. Let's go to final thoughts while we wait for someone to guess. So we got a guess for Jeter. That is wrong. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see. We got a guess for Carl Pavano. No, we're going to say no. Not Rizzo, not Bernie Williams. Zion Stennis says no name 99. There is a name. There is a name. This person played for the Yankees between 2010 and 2020. They are a right-handed hitter. That's as far as I can go. It is not Kevin Brown. It is not Derek Jeter. We got a lot of Jeters. It is not IKF. It is not Jacoby Ellsbury. It is not Mattingly. It is not Giambi. Right-handed hitter, people. Not Pettit. Not Jay Bruce. Not Matsui. Not Bernie Williams. Definitely not Aaron Hicks. Hell no, not Aaron Hicks. No Tino. No DiMaggio. Remember, 2010 to 2020. In that time frame, they were with the Yankees. It is not A-Rod. Good guess, but not A-Rod. Not Kei Igawa, not Willie Calhoun, not John Carlo, not Bernie Williams. Michael V says, Lewandowski, number 69. No, it is not. It is not Masahiro Tanaka either. It is not Alfonso Soriano. It is not Garrett Cole. It is not Brett Gardner or Mark Teixeira. However, William Anderson. It is Gary Sanchez.
Absolutely. Hey.
You win! William Anderson. If you're comfortable, leave me your email in the chat or in one of the comments, and I will make sure that we transfer these tickets to you. Or you can message me on like Twitter or whatever, and just make sure that you show me proof of your account and so forth. But William Anderson wins the 2 Yankee tickets. Thank you guys so much for 40,000. This has been an amazing journey. It hasn't switched over on my digital counter here. It usually lags by a few. But I appreciate all the support. This has been a ton of fun. This has been the time of my life the last 4 or 5 years, and I have no intention of going anywhere. We're not freaking leaving. We're not freaking leaving. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. We're leaving for tonight, but I'll see you guys after tomorrow's game. Congrats to the Yankees ending the losing streak, and we'll see you tomorrow.